We all know Superman can fly, punch planets, and see through walls, but did you know he once hypnotized people just by wearing glasses? Or that he used to prank Batman with super ventriloquism? Today we're diving into the wildest, weirdest, and most forgotten powers the Man of Steel ever had. And trust me, these powers are so bizarre, even DC pretends they never happened. Over 85 years of comic history means Superman has picked up some truly strange powers, many of which were used once, maybe twice, and then abandoned forever. So let's cook up the ultimate list of Superman powers that broke reality and then vanished. Let's start with the weirdest of them all, super hypnotism. In multiple Silver Age stories, Superman had the ability to hypnotize people just by looking at them and concentrating. But it gets even stranger. In Superman number 330, we find out that Clark's glasses were made from the window of his Kryptonian rocket, and those lenses amplified his hypnosis. That's right, Clark Kent didn't just look different, he made people believe he was a totally separate, weaker man. He even used this power to hypnotize Parasite into giving him his powers back. DC eventually walked this back, but for a while, Superman was literally brainwashing everyone around him and no one noticed. And if that wasn't enough, Superman once lost his regular powers and suddenly developed the ability to shoot rainbow beams out of his fingers and create a miniature clone of himself from the palm of his hand. This actually happened in Superman number 125. The mini Superman flew around fighting crime while Big Superman stood back and watched. Why did it go away? Because it made no sense, and the clone was never seen again. Now let's talk about time travel. Easy, right? Doc Brown did it in his sleep. Superman could just do it by flying fast enough. No treadmill, no spaceship, no rules. In Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, number 20, he flies into the past to try out life as a DJ, gets bored, and flies home. That's the whole story. Time travel used to be Superman's version of a hobby. And yeah, super hypnosis comes up again. He didn't even need the glasses this time. He just watched a stage magician. Other times he could just reflect light into someone's eyes and knock them into a trance. He even hypnotized a male Wonder Woman from a gender-swapped universe. I couldn't make that up if I tried. Then there's the shape-shifting. Superman could manipulate his muscles so precisely that he could alter his face, body, and even mimic clothing. This was the most common in Golden Age stories like Action Comics number 55. Why rely on glasses at all when you could literally become someone else? Now let's talk about everyone's favorite super ventriloquism. Superman could mimic any voice and throw it across great distances. Want to sound like Batman? Easy. Want to distract a villain mid-fight? Even easier. Next up, super linguistics. Superman could instantly understand and speak any language, alien or earthly. No translator needed. Want peace talks with Martians? Kal-El's your guy. Then there's super memory, not just photographic memory, but recall so precise he could remember details from comics published decades earlier. And super broadcast voice? He could send his voice out as a radio wave, warning the city of danger or contacting police without a phone. It was like being a one-man emergency alert system. And we're not done yet. He also had telepathic caller ID, no joke. In one Silver Age comic, Superman could tell who was calling him just by the vibrations in the phone line. It's one of the most useless but hilarious powers he ever had. And yes, telepathy in general was one of his powers. There were multiple stories where Superman could read minds and sense danger telepathically. This was before Martian Manhunter became the go-to mind reader. It faded out quietly after Crisis on Infinite Earths. Now let's talk about Superman's vision. It used to be even crazier than it is now. Beyond heat and X-ray vision, he had atomic vision to see molecular structures, and telescopic vision that let him view things light years away. If something weird was happening in deep space, he could just peek in from Earth. So what happened to all these powers? The short answer, Crisis on Infinite Earths. DC realized Superman was too overpowered and decided to scale him back, focusing on his core powers and cutting the nonsense. But honestly, I kind of miss the nonsense. Comics should be weird. They should make you laugh, tilt your head, and say, wait, what did I just read? So I'm curious, which power was the weirdest to you? And which one would you bring back if you could? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider maybe buying me a comic at my Patreon. Every little bit helps me dig up more forgotten gems like these.